Hello and welcome to another Ouroboros statue review. I'm not even sure if I should call this a statue or I would say it's more of a memorial or memento or I don't really know what to call this guy. Today we'll be doing the Dark Souls Bonfire. This is a 1/6 scale light up statue. So it is a statue. I got this for my fiance. She absolutely loves the Souls series and yeah, I had the extra credit on Sideshow, so I was like, I'll get this for her and see if she likes it. So let's get on to the review. The box is fairly simple, very easy, very plain, but at the same time not very plain. You know, it has all the information in the back. There's the actual statue, clear window with bonfire lit. I assume that happens in the game. And then you have all this beautiful filigree all on the edge that really brings the game to the box, you know, which is cool. I think it's really well done. And yeah, on the inside, I'm not too sure if you can see it, but there is a landscape. There is, I'm pretty sure it's a scene from the game, which is pretty cool. And then at the bottom on the inside, it has cobblestone, similar to what you would see in the game too. On the top there, it says Dark Souls 3. I have no idea if the bonfire is different in any other two, but yeah, Dark Souls 3. Bottom has, you know, Sideshow, blah, blah, blah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. The statue's all in one piece. There's no assembly or anything like that. So let's get the guy out here and, well, let's get the sword out here and get straight to it. All right, so here we have the actual statue, the bonfire, and you can see it is lit. I'm not too sure if you light it before or after. Either way, it's a little difficult to record something so skinny and tall. So I'll do the base and the sword separate. But it's really nice. I've seen it before in the game and it does look like what it's meant to. The only thing is, I have to say the base paint is kind of lacking. As you can see, this is what I mean by the base is kind of lacking. I understand it's meant to be like mostly ash, and that is a very good ash color. But they could have had some variation in the bones and the stones, and maybe some areas darker, some areas slightly more white. But yeah, maybe even have some orange glow on the outside pieces I've seen before to make it look more flame-like, or just break things up a bit than have just an ash color and a brown color on the outside, you know what I mean? But yeah, you can obviously see there's ribs in here, there's human bones everywhere through this bonfire. I don't understand why anybody would want to come near this thing if it's just this random sword in this horrible, horrible universe. You know, you touch it, it might turn into a huge beast, stab you through the chest. I don't freaking know. Those monsters are horrific though. I think I'm thinking more of Bloodborne than Dark Souls. But anyway, they're all kind of blend together in some way, in my very innocent and non-understanding way. But yeah, you can see there is some black variation in the bones. Not enough though. I think maybe a little bit of wash or dry brushing over these things would have really brought it out a lot more. But the fire looks good. The fire looks really cool. I like this little lick that comes up, this flame lick that comes up. Yes, it does light up. We'll check that out with some of the lights off. But yeah, it does look really nice. The orange really stands out to the base as well as the sword. Really brings your eye to that piece of the actual sword, which looks great. I do like the fire in it. The LED needs to be brighter, and we'll take a look at that together. But let's move on to the sword. All right, here we have the sword, and it looks pretty cool. It's one of the coolest looking swords I've seen in the game, even though you can't really use it. But you can see this like rustic metal look to it. It's got nice dry brushing of browns and rust colors. We're not going to have a look at the entire sword because it's all the same paint sequence. We'll just look at the top over here where the interest is mostly, you know. Really cool sword. It's got a little loop at the top there, slightly on an angle. That spiral looks really nice, really clean. See a little bit of a seam in the top there. Not too sure if you guys can make it out on camera there, but it looks really good. It's mostly black, and then those rust effects really pop through when you take a closer look at it. All right, that's pretty much it for this guy. Let's have a look at the LED lighting and see what you guys think. I hope this works. It looks pretty grainy on camera, but as you can see, the light up feature does work. I think that they could have done a little bit better. I think they could have done a little bit better, maybe a little brighter. As you can see, the inside looks awesome. It's really, really bright, vivid, and the flickering really makes it look kind of flame-like. But then as it comes to this here and down here, it doesn't really shine through that well. It's a nice idea, but executed poorly in my opinion. Truthfully, I think it's better if you just turn it off because you know what it is. Kind of with this weird one light in the middle there. I think they would have benefited a lot better if they had, rather than a light on the inside, have the entire bottom area light up from the top, or from the bottom up, you know? I think that would have come across a lot better and more bright and vibrant as a flame, like one of the earlier sources of light. But yeah, no, it looks okay. It's a bit gimmicky in my taste, similar to the alien egg, the other, I suppose, micro statue review. Yeah, not much to say about this guy. I think it's really cool and I'm glad my fiance likes it. But yeah, there you go. If you've played Dark Souls, you'll understand that this thing is probably your best friend. I haven't played myself, but I have seen how infuriating the game can be from my fiance. And yeah, if you haven't played it, just don't. It's a game. It's meant to be fun, not aggravating. I'm just kidding. It's my own opinion. It's extremely difficult, and I don't have the patience for it. And tip my hat to anybody who does. So what I'm going to do now is I'm slightly going to speed up the review and slowly turn on all the lights to show you how bright this thing is in a really well lit room, and it's actually kind of surprising. Alright, so this is what it looks like with all my lights on. I have a room light, I have a bright LED shining on the actual statue, I have the bright LEDs lighting up the background as well as underneath that shelf, and then a rope light going across my glass cabinets. So it shines relatively nicely. I think the flicker doesn't show up as well, but I think the light carries through the flame a little bit better when there is a harsh light on it. So it's a bit good and bad at the same time, you know, but in my opinion, I think it just looks better just like that. You can actually see some color variations through it in the darker and lighter oranges through the statue, which is really good. This thing isn't numbered either, by the way. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this statue, guys. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Alrighty, thank you for joining me for this review. Hope you enjoyed it. I don't know all that much about Dark Souls, but yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it was worth $100 for sure. And my fiance loved it, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe, check out my Facebook, check out my Patreon, and yeah, please sign up. Thanks a lot, guys.